Pettiness will wreck your present. It will change the atmosphere of your present as you romanticize the past. Once you've romanticized the past, it makes your present look inferior. Are you tracking with me? It turns us into complainers and whiners because we remember, oh, you remember how we used to be so in love. Oh, you remember how my wife would come on to me when I was in my 20s. Oh, do you remember how romantic he used to be? You remember how church was before COVID? Do you remember how honest politicians used to be? Is that so far-fetched that they wanted to go back to Egypt? Right? We end up romanticizing the past, and what it does is cast a shadow on what should be right now. And we become petty. We begin to focus and major and fixate on how he is not as romantic as he used to be. How there's so much stuff in DC that we could fill up 24-hour news cycles with it. And we begin to fixate on all the ways that things should be different right now. People of God, I want to invite you to resist the spirit of the age. Are you ready to resist? You see, the resistance begins with rejecting the spirit of the age. And the spirit of the age is the spirit of entitlement. Okay, that I deserve to be safe and convenient and comfortable. I deserve that. It should be that way. And I will become petty because I'm so fixated on that. Am I preaching yet? I think we're preaching. Right? The spirit of the ages is a spirit of entertainment, of I am so bored that things must get better. There must be an upgrade to what is now. It should be different. It should progress. Am I preaching yet? The spirit of the age is a spirit of self-sufficiency that I did that. God had nothing to do with that. I achieved that. I made that paycheck. The spirit of the age is a spirit of immediacy. I must have it, and I'm fixated on having it now. Do you see how this plays out? It makes you miserable. It makes you miserable. The Lord has a better way than the misery and the tyranny of pettiness. That there is a way towards a more enjoyable life. There is a way of yearning and longing for what could be, of never tiring of the miracles of God. There's a way for you to show up to church instead of just fixating on what should be and the lack and the way things aren't as they maybe ought to be in your own mind, is to turning should into is and think about what could be. What could God want to do here today? You got up, you turned on the computer or your device. You got up, you showed up here in the rain on a spring forward Sunday. I had a big old cup of coffee on the way here from Iredell County. Okay. But we get to be here. We get to be here. I can't race past that. We get to be here. What could God do? I never want to tire of seeing people find healing. I never want to tire of that manna from heaven, that honey from a rock. I don't ever want to tire of seeing people find salvation in Jesus Christ.